Testing 1, 2. POE. Finally, I can get rid of that. Testing 1, 2. Finally, I can get rid of that. Oh, good. My audio's working. I'm gonna reset this for everybody. I wanted to start off the video with a guide to a new player that doesn't know about this game that much. So let me just give you a little basics rundown here. You don't really want to spend money, but if you really want to spend money, I would recommend only getting this Express Pass. It's the best bang for your buck, so to speak. People say free-to-play plus, right? But don't worry about spending any more. Another tip I would say is make sure you try to get a character in each DPS category. Like, let's say lightning does... Kafka's going to handle the lightning. Yang Qing is going to handle the ice. And, you know, Dr. Ratio is going to handle the what's it called, imaginary damage, the yellow. And Blade's gonna handle the wind. The Joy-E, I don't have a quantum damage dealer. So you can see, you just need, as a tip, right now, I actually was going to try to get her from my ice damage dealer, and then I was actually trying to get him, and I got Yang Qing. But it's fine. I don't really need him. He's just like a luxury. And I don't need her anymore, even though she's a better ice damage dealer. Like, I'm gonna have to be forced to use Yang Qing. And guys, I want to talk to you about relics real quickly. You would think that relics are gonna be so many of them, right? Well, I'm here to propose an idea, alright? If your characters are all doing mostly crit damage. Normally people don't build a crit code, but I did. I recommend the Inert Cell Soto and the Pioneer Diver of Deadwater set and the Ash Blazing Grand Duke. So I recommend farming these sets because they're really universal. A lot of characters in the game do follow-up attacks, but some of them don't, and that's why I would say Pioneers is probably the most universal set. It just increases your damage to debuff enemies, right? Some people like to go with the 4 set, but I like having another 2 set, and I'm running this follow-up attack set. So you might notice, why is all of I don't have much gear, right? Well, if you're trying to improve your gear, this is probably going to be the spot that has the most, the orbs, because each person needs their elements. Like Kafka needs lightning damage, Dr. Ratio needs imaginary damage, Yang Qing needs ice, Blade needs wind. So you're going to have, this is going to be your biggest section here with all these. However, you only need one of them. So if I want to run Sampo, I can take Blade's gear off, take Blade's wind boost off, and put it on Sampo, right? It's not going to be a big deal. You might say, oh, you need to run effective hit rate. Well, then you would have to run a crit Sampo. So that's what I'm recommending. If you're really trying to minimize your gear, stop trying to run dot builds and crit builds. Just go like all crit builds. And it might be stupid, but it will save some space if you if you run. So the things that you want on your gear for your stuff is crit rate, crit damage, and speed. That's the number 3 things you need. Crit rate, crit damage, and speed. Now, if you don't get speed, that's okay, but just crit rate and crit damage is kind of a must. But if you don't get them, like I have a lot of helmets that don't have crit damage on this, right? This one has a lot of crit damage, but no crit rate, right? So I actually have to improve myself. Like I'm trying to get crit rate, crit damage helmets. They're just not dropping. There's a crit rate. There's no crit damage. Now, when it comes to your supports, I totally recommend running the tankiest sets in the game, because they are not trying to do damage. They're trying to survive. So the best sets for tanking is the Knights set. The 2 set gives you 15% increased defense. You know, that's better than nothing, right? And then the other set here, this set, the Guard Cast Iron. The Guard of Wuthering Snow reduces your damage taken by 8%. And then, guys, what you want for Ruan Mei, of course, you're going to want Break Effect, and we're running Broken Kill. So Broken Kill is a little bit tricky because if you see there, it says, when the wearer's effect res is at 30% or higher, all allies' crit damage is increases by 10%. So you have to check, oh, is my effect res going to be 30% here? And here it's 33%. So like, when you're getting your defensive gear for your supports, make sure you have effect res on the stat. And that's it. And I'm doing video. I'm making a video. Can you get me a latte? I was doing a video. And anyway, you want effect res on it. And the next thing, you know that she needs break effect, so if you can get effect res and break effect, it would be great. Whereas somebody like Milu, she needs HP stats, right? And Luocha, he's going to want attack percentage stats. I don't have an attack chest, but yeah. But anyway, guys, that's going to do for like your supports. Yeah, you can literally, if you want to try a different support, take the gear off and put them on. You can share gear is what I'm trying to say, to make your life a lot easier. It's going to reduce you to just doing like crit damage, or you could go, yeah, I would totally recommend just going crit, because there's not enough dot teams to actually, I mean, you might just go all dot then. You could do that. Actually, I heard dot is a lot easier, but I don't think it's as fun. Alright, and now we're going to try the simulated universe here. I want to use Yangqing and, what's her name? I mean, yeah, Jue Yi, but they're not built yet, so we're going to have to run Blade and Kafka here. And I'll quickly show you, my Kafka is 69-135. She did get Akron's light cone. I made a video about this. It's funny, right? Because I'm like, I don't need Akron, but I should have got her. I regret getting her because she's so good, but at the same time, you know, I can't get everybody. And then Blade, we're running this. He got 8105. Yeah, he needs more crit damage, for sure. But yeah. Let's just go in here. Now guys, there's a lot of paths, and I know this thing is, but in my opinion, the best path is destruction, and let me tell you why. Once you upgrade it to the second time, you can get this thing, and it gives you defense shred, so it's like having Pella on your team. And everybody knows defense shred is the best, right? Yeah, I know, I don't have Acheron, I can't just run through this. And just to let you guys know, I'm teaching English in Korea, and that was my wife that came home. She's also like, she's working at the Hyundai, you know, the Hyundai cars. But I don't think she's working for like, Hyundai makes all kinds of different things. But she works like for translating. And some document work and stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's this blessing, guys, that gives you crit damage. This is all really bad. Yes, try to get destruction as fast as possible so you can get that defense shred. Assuming this is so easy anyway. I just wanted to make a little video because I haven't made one in a long time. About relic management, knowing what kind of characters to kind of pull for, get the person you need, get the support sets that you need. Because there is kind of a meta now, and I would say crit builds are the meta over the dot builds. But the dots are good. Don't get me wrong. They're just, I would just say they're not as strong as like Acheron's crit build, right? Because she's probably the strongest DPS in the game right now. As whereas Dill, Dan, Embittered or Lune, he is also a crit. Second strongest probably. If you have him E2, and you have Sparkle with him, so he needs Sparkle for all those skill points he consumes. But I did hit a million crit with Kafka when we were doing this. There was an event that gave you some crazy buffs. And it was actually funny she hit it. Why is it not showing more details? Oh, I had to hit this thing. Okay. I don't know, want a brief description. So here's this one. This one doesn't, that's not the defense shred. Yeah, did you guys know that there's a defense shred and destruction path, right? Yeah, this is just the basic attack. That's not the defense shred. You have to upgrade it one more time. It's like the resonance 150% thing. I'll show you when we get it. And the guys, there's this tooth thing that if you get it, it says consume all your fragments to increase your crit damage. You get that every single time. It's actually worth it. Yes, destruction, destruction, destruction. And after you get this defense shred destruction, then you're free to go. I would say elation is probably the best. Is this an elite? Oh shoot, I should have popped my stuff. That's alright. But I'm actually hyped for Firefly. If seems like she's gonna be a very universal support. Like kind of like Ruan Mei. She's gonna be very good for dual DPS, it looks like. But that's just my from what we heard. So I'm making the video. Stop. I'm making this video. Stop. I'm recording.
When you're done, we're gonna go date? Have a date? It's so beautiful outside.
So stop talking now. Come on. Uncle. Remembrance. Okay, we'll just do this for Kafka. And here is where it is, guys. This right here. The 150% one, you want this one. Defense decreases by 20% at the beginning of each turn. Unit receives additional fire damage. This is the one that makes destruction path really cracked. And now we're free to get any other blessings we want. That was the most important one. There's also a crit damage one if you have like preservation. You get 30% crit damage when you have a shield, which that can be very useful. So try to find a blessing that gives you a shield so you can utilize that blessing when you get it. We'll just get that. We had to hear that eating, Hannah, in the video. I'm almost done. Can you stop? I don't want to hear the eating right now. Can you eat over there? I'm at the end of the video, guys, because somebody's eating next to me in my ear. I can't focus. It's disgusting. I'll just kill this and end it. Can you please just wait? I'm almost done. Just stop chewing and we can hear it. I hate hearing eating noises. And please don't open the window right now. It's really noisy out there. Oh, I was gonna make this video knowing that you were gonna be gone, and then you come back home. My God. Sometimes you need to be alone, right, guys? Okay, guys, we did it. Gonna end the video. Sorry for the interruptions and the quietness. I just don't feel comfortable talking a lot of times when people are home, but we will end on a good note here. I couldn't get the rewards because I needed this thing here. Now I can go again and get more rewards. I would recommend Universe 6 for the Salsodo. This one. Anyway, guys, have a great time, and I will talk to you later. Peace.